Alright, hello everybody. I'm Shadesville. Welcome back to Marvel's Midnight Suns. It's been a little while since I've recorded one of these. I've been pretty obsessed with Doom and the Binding of Isaac. So I've fallen way behind on Midnight Suns. If I end up releasing recordings in the order I did them, you're gonna see a giant gap in between the last Midnight Suns episode and this one. I don't think I will be releasing them that way. I think I'm going to try and release one video a day. And I'm going to rotate between the games. So like you'll get a Doom. Well, the plan is still to have Atelier Mary be the first video I release. So you'll have Mary, you'll have Doom, you'll have The Binding of Isaac, you'll have Midnight Suns, and then a couple rotating games that I switch between past them.
These grounds haven't changed in hundreds of years, and yet they always seem different to my tired eyes.
Charlie? What are we doing here? Follow Charlie to Agatha's shrine. Okay. Well, that's definitely a lot more convenient. Yeah, with keyboard and mouse, you gotta hold a separate key. Agatha is a weird character, because she rotates in the games, movies, TV shows, and comic books on whether or not she's a villain or not.
Agatha?
You always did have the most remarkable eyes, Hunter. Just like your mother's. Maybe that's why you're the first.
The first?
To commune with the spirits, of course.
Is this a trick of some kind? Because I am not amused.
No, it's no trick, dear. You're just the first to see me. By now you've heard I had a bit of trouble with my corporeal body. I actually find it quite liberating.
You are dead.
Always straight to the heart of things. That's my Hunter.
You seem strangely at ease about this whole thing.
After 1,000 years of living, you learn to take things in stride. Even death.
And what have you been doing all this time?
Meet me by the cave just over there. You know the one.
The Bloodgate? Caretaker always told me to stay away from that place.
I think we can safely lift the veil on a few more of our secrets. What's the worst that can happen?
Oh, you know, eternal damnation from messing around with the Elder Gods. Yeah, I'm really not sure in this one if she's good or bad. Because she basically gets your character... So Chthon is the big bad of this. He's the one who corrupted Lilith and all that fun stuff. Well, these gods you play with here, they're the siblings of Chthon. Sure, supposedly he killed them, but still, they're of the same nature as Chthon. They even use Lilim to test you.
Portal is known as a blood gate, and you're the only one among us who can pass through it.
Bloodgate? Caretaker's handiwork?
Yes, Sarah got a little overprotective after the accident with Wanda. It's become something of a habit for her.
I have noticed that.
What lies beyond is meant for you, as much as it ever was for her. Assuming you're up to the challenge, that is.
You know I am.
I do. But it's always polite to ask.
That is something.
portal awaits.
Indeed. Alright. So these go up in level rapidly. I think the recommend level of the next one is 9. I'll probably only do this stuff once every couple episodes because, yeah.
What you were expecting, is it? There was a time when the blood stood within these celestial halls to prove their worth. This particular arena belongs to a goddess who often favored Sarah, Ashtur.
Sarah, Caretaker, was here?
Nothing ever comes easy, dear. The Elder Gods felt their descendants needed to earn their blessings, which is why they created these trials to begin with.
Trials? I should have known.
This entire realm exists for that purpose. Trial by combat, with no chance of outside interference.
And this is my challenge.
Yes, but I may have found a loophole they never considered. Why don't you try summoning your four-legged friend?
Charlie?
The old gods are responsible for a great many creations, including your faithful companion. I think even they tend to forget that. Good luck, dear.
All right.
As the goddess of balance and order, Ashtur was sometimes called the giver of justice. You can expect a fair fight, or at least her idea of one.
Okay, so that's probably the first move. Okay, I already draw 2 cards. Okay, so definitely want to do this one. Oh no, it's got knocked back. Okay, so that one.
Now that was something.
So with these trials, I know this one says defeat all enemies, but usually what it is you have to defeat a set number of enemies within a set number of turns. Usually.
You were too weak for this fight.
Okay, so that one's gonna have to be a different thing. That's the kid.
Your mother abandons you.
Nope. Okay. But
You had your chance. Feel my call.
I can't. Come on. Come on. There we go. Bada boom.
Once again, Lilith's servants fall.
Good girl, Charlie. Oh, and you too, Hunter. You finished this trial, but don't worry. The other gods are waiting.
All right. Change difficulty. Boom. All right, heroic 1 we're on. Yeah, that's how I feel too, Crickets. These loading times. Alright, and there's no way Caretaker is ever gonna notice. Nah, she'll have no idea that the giant stone door is now gone. Hmm. Okay, so Wanda got Ashtor's blessing without even facing the trial. That's interesting. Okay. Place.
This looks like the buildings here.
Word of power, Ashtor. Opens locked doors.
To be wary of this place, but it's your birthright, and I think after everything you've been through, you can handle it now. The two of you, as well as your mother, are the last of your kind, the Blood.
How does a
Your
race of
lineage
immortals
follows an
die
unbroken
out?
line to the old gods themselves. And if you call upon them, you might just find they're actually listening.
Which is horrifying.
They won't work miracles for you, but their blessings can be quite useful in the right circumstance. Why don't you ask the goddess Ashtor for her aid in dealing with that barrier over there?
Okay. Holding right trigger. Nice.
Noble Ashtur guides my hand.
And chest. Oh, went into photo mode on accident. Yes, cancel. Yes, exit. Nice.
After all this time, it's still just as beautiful as the first time I laid eyes on it. It's hard to believe Lilith and Caretaker brought this place all the way from Transia. Of course, it was no coincidence that they wound up so close to Salem. This area is particularly attuned to the forces of magic. That's why the Elder God's influence was so prevalent here. And why our sanctuary here has remained all but impregnable over the centuries.
Because we're in a separate pocket dimension that no one else could enter.
And now I'm rambling on like an old sorcerer supreme. Why don't you come see me in the library tomorrow night? Oh, and let's keep this just between the two of us for now. I'm afraid Sarah, Caretaker, isn't ready to see me yet. Good night, Hunter.
Yep, forces you to the next day. Alright. Let's see if we can't find Ebony. Charlie. Want to pet Charlie. And I'm not seeing Ebony in here, so she's probably out on the map somewhere. Charlie! Pet ya.
Hello, my sweet girl.
Nice. I got a Daily Bugle, painting. Okay. Oh, there we go.
Hang on. Hunter, please come to the forge at your earliest convenience. Again, that's Hunter to the forge. Thank you. Strange out.
You are indeed strange. Oh no, Ebony. And looks like Ebony has not spawned today. Oh well. Right. Sorry, I was just playing Doom, so the interact button is not the same anymore.
Interesting.
Indra Moore. Jeremiah Kane.
Intriguing.
Will Walker.
I see.
And Yelena
Curious.
Nikovich. The 4 members of the Midnight Suns in the past when Hunter double KO'd with her mom. Or whatever actually happened. Charm of Clarity, gain 1 redraw. Okay. Got an armor stand too, that's... Ooh. And a painting. Nice. Let's come up here. Yeah, so one of my mods makes it to where I don't need as many alchemical ingredients as you would normally need, but I do still need them for the special events. So I will be collecting them each time I see them. Regal fireplace, alright.
Oshter smiles upon me.
Yep, Earth Rod.
It is one of the elemental rods.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go around collecting some stuff in preparation for tonight.
Just what I was looking for. Fascinating.
Hunter.
And I think there's one more thing I want to grab over this way. And we will go talk to Strangey Strange about the strange things that Strangey Strange wants to strange with us about.
Blessings of the goddess.
Yep, my first arcane key. So if I come across the purple or gold chest, I can actually open it. Yay! Oh, and I forgot about this. So these are little areas that you can invite a fellow hero to boost your stats with those heroes immensely. And they're hidden all around the Abbey. Like, all around the Abbey. Where am I? Okay, just, yeah, take me back. Yeah, you gotta do a lot of exploring the Abbey grounds, finding stuff especially alchemical ingredients. You need a lot of them. A lot. Like way too many. That's why I have a mod dealing with that little problem.
Hunter, just in time. His royal weirdness and I were deciding what to do with that nasty little Hydra gift box you found.
Ah, yes. The spooky crate.
The very one. Though it is far from any mere container, I assure you. I am detecting powerful emanations from inside. If this is a sign of what Hydra is after, I fear we are all in grave danger.
My offer still stands. I could fly the thing up and nuke it in orbit. Only way to be sure.
Or we could open it, Tony, and perhaps use the mystical energies I sense inside to our advantage.
Yeah, I heard a "we" in there. Green goopy gamma serums are one thing. I'm not opening boxes full of mummy curses.
You don't have to. Hunter, if you'll allow me.
Indeed, Dr.
Just like a
Strange.
funeral, boss.
Whatever art... If Hydra is now working to acquire mystical antiquities, then our situation is very dire indeed. We need to find a way to gain the upper hand.
And you think you can do it with whatever is in the container?
Tony has one of the greatest scientific minds that I've ever seen. I, of course, have an unparalleled understanding of the mystic arts. I have no doubt that we can find a way to research whatever we find in there and have it work in our favor. I just wonder what it could be.
I hope the two of you create something powerful. I want to stop Lilith quickly and decisively.
As I said, I'm sure it can help us. I just need to convince Tony to set his ego aside.
More like his fear of
His
magic.
discomfort with the
Yeah,
esoteric
exactly.
nature of the arcane might be a problem.
But Tony's eccentricities aside, I know you can make this work.
Right now, with the sanctum out of my reach, I'm fighting with one hand tied behind my back. Metaphorically, that is. If I can find items to research, I can give the Midnight Suns every possible advantage over Lilith and her disciples.
I look forward to seeing what you come up with.
Me too, Hunter. Now, all this talk is going nowhere unless we can get this container open and study what's inside.
Yep, so let's do that.
Approach the anvil, Hunter. We do not have time to spare.
Caretaker isn't big on the idea of hardwiring this place to an arc reactor. As far as I can tell, power here is distributed mostly via cobwebs and ghost farts anyway. How goes it, Hunter? Or is it...
Hunter.
Found another artifact, Hunter?
Yes. Study.
By the hoary hosts of Hoggoth, I can hardly believe it.
What? Is it worse than you expected?
No, it's totally unexpected. It's the Eternity Dagger. This was in a place of honor in my bedchamber in the Sanctum for years. The Sanctum Sanctorum is no common domicile to be burglared. These barbarians have no idea what they possessed.
Or perhaps they did. Maybe these artifacts are exactly what Faustus and my mother were after to begin with.
A distressing thought. If they had my dagger, then who knows what others of my priceless possessions have passed through their greedy fingers. The cube of nothingness. The tear of Profia, and most worrisome of all.
Your toothbrush? You, had a little coffee thing going on this morning with your breath?
Oh, Tony.
Sorry. Doc's right, Hunter. I drank 3 glasses of holy water just to walk through the Sanctum's front door. Place is like a doomsday vault for all sorts of supernatural nastiness. We need to put a lid on this mess. Pronto.
I believe Carol is already working on it.
At last. Now that this artifact has been returned to its proper owner, we shall see if we can make use of the mystic forces contained within.
She looks so happy.
What's up, Big H?
To be fair, it does look interesting, at least.
Research
This
level.
really isn't.
You know, and I don't know if at higher research levels it takes more artifacts. Every time I've done this, it has only taken a single artifact to go up a research level. Supernatural fabrication. Item bench. War games. Increase ability options. Earn additional abilities. Yes! That's the one.
Let's get started, Dr. Spooky.
Gamma coil
give me a sec.
analysis.
Okay, what's up? Take your pick, Hunter.
Fortify, gain counter and block. Relentless, target was damaged this turn plus 12 damage. Fist of Radiance. I'm probably gonna go with this one.
Don't forget to write.
Hit back. I mean, this lets you attack again. This hits 3 times. Really not sure. There we go.
Hey Hunter, got a sec to spare?
Ooh.
I will see if I can find you a treat later.
Hey, Robbie.
You moving into the forge, Hunter? You've been here more in the past few days than I have since ever. The forge is pretty badass, but the creature trapped inside riles up my own inner demon. Speaking of, there's something you should know about me.
You are bonded with the spirit of vengeance?
Damn, you're good. How could you tell?
You are not the first spirit of vengeance to join the Midnight Suns. I fought beside another just a few days... 3 centuries ago.
Oh man, sometimes when I have crap to work through, I like to get my blood pumping. Why don't we hit the yard for a sparring session? I know Sparky's excited to meet you.
Sparky?
That's what I call my spirit of vengeance. His real name is something you'd see written on a symbol, but with like 12 apostrophes. Also, he's not allowed inside after the incident with caretaker Sumerian Sofa.
It would be my honor to spar with a spirit of vengeance.
Wow, he's real excited. Never thought he'd get bouncy, but here we are. Okay, let's do this. I'll get Blake to set things up. Won't take a minute.
I will head to the yard. When you and Sparky trade places, what does he look like?
He's the guy with the flaming metal skull and hellfire chains. Kinda hard to miss.
Ooh.
Hunter, ready to get your burn on? I'm talking training with Ghost Rider. Time to take it to the next level.
Indeed. Apply chain a 3rd time and apply breed. Yes.
We got
I chose the right one. Daily sparring.
like playing with fire.
Friendship and combat.
Maybe you should be the
Thick skin. Nice.
Hunter, report to the war room. We've got a mission.
You called for me, Captain?
Keep telling ya, Carol works too, but yeah, I did. Now that Tony's finally starting to get a handle on his gremlin problem, I've been able to put Central to good use. Got a lead on some particularly gnarly Hydra operations happening in the city, but we need to move fast if we want to intercept them in time.
Then let us get going.
My thoughts exactly. There's just one problem, though. We seem to have lost our gatekeeper, Magic.
Lost?
Yeah.
Well, I updated her on the mission. She said something I can only assume to be a prolific swear word in Russian and disappeared. Literally. And with no magic...
There is no passage to New York, or anywhere for that matter.
Now you see my problem.
Do not worry, Captain. I will locate and alert her of the team's needs.
There's that can-do, get-it-done, old-timey prophesied savior of humanity attitude I was hoping to see today. Still, you better hurry. Not sure how long Hydra will remain in their current position.
Then I shall make haste.
Yes, you hasten as much as you can, Hunter. Not much more.
Thanks.
You feeling all right?
So far.
Hunter!
Robbie, have you seen magic?
No, but there were some pretty crazy energy flashes coming from the dorms a few minutes ago. Usually means she wants to be left alone. Trust me on that.
Thanks, Robbie.
Alright, so Ileana's weird in that almost every good response for her gets you negative hearts. So this will be one of the cases where I do a lot of the darker responses. I will still be keeping pretty honest to what I feel. Alright, let's go.
This room belonged to the Scarlet Witch, did it not?
Wanda. It belongs to Wanda. Let me guess. You are to ask me to do the one thing the others value me for. Opening their precious portal. Well, I am in the middle of something. Come back later.
That is no ordinary book. I can sense it from here.
Nothing in this place is ever ordinary. Especially this. Wanda's first grimoire. Agatha gave it to her when she was teaching her witchcraft, the dark arts. She was trying to help Wanda control her powers. She would never let me read it. So now I read it.
Oh.
That is no child's book. Lose focus for 1 second and be lost completely within its pages. Let me guide you through it.
You do not own the darkness, Hunter. I was also raised within it. So much so I barely remember a time without it. And now Wanda has this in common with us too. I know what she's going through. To come face to face with true evil itself. To be dragged to some hell dimension so hot that your soul is scorched black. Your heart so filled with soot that it chokes out all the bright parts of you. Until you are just a dark thing of smoke and ash. I cannot let such a fate happen to her.
We will find her. I can feel it.
And just who will find her? Caretaker? The Avengers? Do not try to fool me with your false empathy, Hunter. I know Caretaker will never waste resources looking for her.
Ileana, just open the portal.
You are like an Avenger. All you do is take. You expect too much. Okay, I will open your damn portal. It is times such as this that I wish someone else here could drill holes through space and time. Perhaps Doctor Strange should spend less time tinkering with Tony Stark in the Forge and focus more on his magic. No matter. I will be there when you are ready, Hunter. Goodbye.
Okay, that's the first time with that conversation that I haven't lost friendship points with her. So,
Not yet, Hunter.
I guess that's an improvement.
What's good?
I take it you found our gatekeeper. Then let me explain what's going on. When Hydra isn't preoccupied with world-ending scenarios, they spend a lot of their free time terrorizing the citizens of New York through various low-level operations.
Just New York, huh?
It's fairly routine stuff for heroes these days, and worst case, we'll still get some fresh intel in the process. Why don't you check the mirror table and see what we've got on our plate?
Alright, so I'm pretty sure this is introducing general missions. Nope. Nope. Still story. Okay. I actually prefer to take Dr. Spooky, but alright.
I did the math. It would actually be faster for me to fly.
So what is stopping you?
The shockwave would shatter most of the glass in my approach path.
Ah, that is not good.
Yeah, I try to be considerate. Looks like you're off to a good start.
Judgment is on its way.
Indeed, Flamey, indeed. Oh, sorry, Sparky. Is Portal, indeed.
We're sending you straight to the coordinates Captain Marvel identified in New York. Dr. Banner has confirmed that the gamma signatures in the area match those of Faustus's weapon. We need to recover whatever intel we can if we're going to find out exactly what's going on down there.
Alright. Anything else? Nope, no more words. Oh boy. Well, 37 minutes in, we finally get to a mission.
For the mother!
Judgment comes for the guilty.
I hate that his abilities do so much damage to himself.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. Your time has come. I see not much has changed among the world's fanatics.
tracking movement.
Indeed. There we go.
Let's do it. Still on my case here?
Alright. And turn. Yeah, taking some hits, that's for sure.
I've been
Get you for that.
Don't waste the opportunity.
You only doom yourselves.
First off, heal her.
The light will heal you.
Every little bit helps.
Next. Lash.
This chosen.
Now that was something.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Boom.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Alright, that puts the big guy down.
Weak, even for Hydra.
Helicopter's still got 50 health though. Indeed.
What
Okay.
are you waiting for?
So we are going to knee strike. Nice. Level up. We're gonna knee strike. Whip it. Come on. Yep, there we go. Boom.
No mercy for the servants of Lilith.
Alright, that breaks the helicopter.
Maybe you do not realize the trouble you are in, friend.
Now we just gotta kill these guys. Quick.
You are lucky to still be breathing.
He's not though. Whose targets he or she? Okay, so that one's targeting Sparky. This one's targeting Sparky. About using this thing. Can I? No. Come on. Nope. Yep. Kinda. That doesn't really work. Alright, defensive posture it is. Had to save Sparky's life. Oh man, and it just barely did.
You should have brought more help.
Okay, let's see. Let's move here. And then let's have fun.
Your suffering begins.
Hell right. Burn. I didn't realize that Hellride discarded all the cards in your hand. Or I would have not done that.
Victory is nearly at hand.
Indeed, it is.
You were too weak for this fight.
Not bad. Not bad. What star rating does that give us?
Well done. If Hydra wasn't paying attention before, they are now. Stay sharp.
Count on it.
Two. Okay, I took a little too long, I guess.
Feeling a chill, Magic?
You could say that. I've been staring at the night sky trying to figure it out.
Figure what out?
The sky?
You're observant, Hunter. You tell me.
You are trying to figure out how to bring Wanda back.
Close, Hunter. But no. Something much more sinister has grabbed my attention.
Sinister?
When I was holding the trans-dimensional door for you back there, I sensed something was at the docks with you. Something dark and familiar.
What did you see, Ileana?
Sabretooth.
I did not see, I said. I sensed something there. But that's not the only thing I sensed today.
Oh?
Something has shifted in Limbo, but I cannot quite put my finger on it. All I know is that whatever is happening is also strangely familiar to me. And when all you knew was darkness and despair growing up,
That warm, fuzzy feeling of familiarity is not just a warning sign, but an alarm bell.
I know what you mean. Danger is something I am a little too comfortable with myself. Reminds me of my mother. There is almost a comfort in it.
Yes, you understand. Not many can. I'd like to be left to my thoughts now, Hunter. I still have a lot of thinking to do, while I try to make sense of what I felt at the docks and the energetic shifts that ripple through Limbo. I will let you know if I do.
Alright, Dark Child shirt. That's pretty cool. What was that on the super links? There we go. Mysterious eyeball invades Canada. Huh. Yep, teleported. It was available to hang out.
Hey, for someone they just dug up, you look pretty fresh.
That's
no demons
funny.
Here, boss.
Alright, so we're at... Who's the one closest to going up? Captain. Alright, Captain.
Ooh, man. Scratch off another victory for the Midnight Suns.
When this is over, we should go skiing.
The two of us?
Oh, I meant the whole team, but sure. Either works for me.
Why ski when you can fly?
I'm not just my powers, Hunter. Sometimes I like to take it slow, just roll with the mountainside. Don't you?
Oh, I will try skiing if you do not mind teaching me.
That's the spirit. Maybe ski instructor is my backup career.
Whatever you find fun.
We'll start on the bunny slopes. I'll teach you pizza and french fries. There'll be a thermos of hot cocoa waiting for you.
I do not want to hold you back.
Oh, you're fine. We'll take it at your pace. I enjoy slowing down, remember?
Oh, nice.
It's rare that I have that much fun.
Plus 10 power. What's power do again? Power increases the size of abilities. That's useful because that means her photon beam will be 10% bigger. Nice. Okay. Alright, Caretaker, I'm about to do something to make you mad.
Go out on these missions myself. At least I can
I'm glad to see you're getting comfortable with the words of power, Hunter. If you're going to continue our little investigation of the Abbey, they'll be vital to your success.
Investigation?
A side project, but a potentially transformative one. With my blessing, Wander was working to uncover what may be the most powerful.
Just what in the hell do you think you're doing in here?
Standing in the library?
I've given you free rein so you could get back on your feet. But I never thought you'd pull something like this.
What is it you think I am doing, exactly?
Don't be coy. It does not suit you. I told you how hard it's been since we lost Agatha. Instead of letting it rest, you decide to reopen the wound?
Oh, Sarah. I never thought of this place like that.
Of course you didn't. And now, it's done. Why should I ever stand in your way?
That anger wasn't meant for you, dear. You know that, right? Don't hold it against Sarah.
She may try to mask her feelings, but you know she is struggling with what happened. Why are you hiding from her?
For most people, the captivating relationships of their lives are formed over a matter of days and years. Sarah and I spent centuries together exploring this world, fighting the darkness, watching cities and even nations form and then crumble. And yet we persevered together.
You still have not answered my question.
It may be difficult to understand, but she needs this time. Sending Wanda away, sealing the library, that elaborate memorial she conjured up, she didn't waste any time trying to bury what happened.
You are right. I do not understand.
It isn't up to me to reveal myself. It's up to her to accept what happened and allow herself to grieve. When that happens, we'll see each other again, but not before.
I trust you will do what is right for Sarah. So, what is it you are looking at here?
Yes, we should get back to the real reason I asked you to meet me here. Wanda's journal. The Abbey grounds have a great deal of history. Many of its secrets remain hidden, even after all this time.
Even to you?
Even to me. Wanda had taken to exploring the grounds in search of a strange energy we both sensed. Knowing that Sarah had no intention of waking you to investigate, Wanda felt it was up to her to take your place. Of course, being the clever girl that she is, her notes are written in an ancient, transient cipher that I've only just begun to understand. Have a look at the first entry. I'm sure it still seems a bit cryptic, but Wanda was definitely onto something. If you remember my altar, that's where she was conducting her experiments.
An investigation that involves experiments? Why do I feel like you are going to get me into trouble?
Since when has that ever stopped you? Let's meet out at the altar. I'll try to do a better job of explaining from there. Charlie will show you the way if you've forgotten.
Yeah, right. And a purple chest. Oh, and a vase. Thank you. Open, says me. Well, I have no intention of wearing horns. No. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, Charlie, lead the way. Ba-da-ba-bum, ba-da-da-bum, ba-da-da-bum, bum, ba-da-bum.
She believes in our purpose.
Nice. right, Agatha?
Like most things on the grounds here, there's more to this place than meets the eye. Do you remember the words I taught you as a child?
Are you going to make me say it?
Humor an old, dead woman.
Ugh. Hocus pocus.
You haven't lost your touch, dear. The words may be simple, but these plinths won't appear for just anyone. Each represents one of the basic elements, their power activated only by the elemental rods they would normally be holding.
And where are the elemental rods now?
Scattered to the wind, unfortunately. A side effect of Wanda's experiments here.
Let me guess.
That's right. I want you to find the missing rods and return them here.
Well, I got 2 yesterday.
Hopefully, as I decipher Wanda's journal, her notes will aid in the search.
But you have not actually told me what the greater purpose is here. What are we doing this for?
All in good time, dear. After what happened with Wanda, I'd rather you take things slowly. In fact, I don't want you overthinking this little project. There's no rush, and you don't have to help if you don't feel like it. But there is one more thing before I head back to the library.
An arcane key.
Just a little something. A token for your efforts so far. The key can be used to open that chest nearby.
No, I'll hold off
Like
on
so
using them
many
for
other
purple and
oddities
gold.
around here, those chests tend to appear before those who deserve them most. Make yourself that person.
That seems intentionally vague.
It's more fun that way, isn't it? I'll be in the library working on the translations if you need me, dear. Good luck.
Alright, so I found fire and water, I think. Fire and earth.
The old magic still holds. What was Wanda up to here?
Justice, She-Hulk. Have never watched that show. Heard it was an odd one. Nope. No. There's no jump button in this game, and it is annoying. I'd like to be able to jump. No. Gas exit. So that just leads back around. Aha, another card. Death. Don't have that yet. Ah, another card. Wheel of Fortune Domino. Okay. Fitting. Aha.
Oshter smiles upon me.
Okay, can't get in there till I get that one.
This looks like a fairy ring.
I think you have to use a specific power on this one, which I don't think is open. I think it's reveal. Another one where you gotta bust open. Aha. Aha! What's this one? Wind? Air.
An elemental rod. I should take this back to the altar.
Yeah. Walmart. Why? Huh? It's United Dairy. They give Walmart's generic brand and their brand. Alright, one last rod to find, and I do believe that is by the pool. Forgot to grab it yesterday. Yep. We're right there.
It is one of the elemental rods. Only one more to go. There. Finished.
I can't see what appeared. There we go. Okay.
The moon seals are ancient talismans of the old gods. And in your case, they are the keys to unlocking an even greater gift.
Is that why Wanda was here? In pursuit of this gift?
Just as we started with you as a child, I allowed Wanda to experiment here, with the hope of focusing her powers through training in basic elemental magic.
But that is not what happened.
Wanda's connection to the old gods, to Chthon, was not the same as yours. She isn't descended from the blood, and the trials weren't meant for her.
But you knew this before she started?
I did. And you should understand that I regret not putting a stop to her efforts sooner.
Then what really happened here?
When Wanda tried to use this moon seal to access the next trial, the Bloodgate didn't open, but the seal's power did have an effect. She had visions, both terrible and somehow alluring at the same time. What started as idle curiosity became a compulsion for her.
And now I am on the same path. So where is the next Bloodgate?
Beyond the Standing Stones, if memory serves. I doubt you'll have any trouble finding it.
Okay.
We may have woken you up to save the world, but just think where the Abbey would be without your efforts, Hunter. The magical energies flowing through the grounds are converging on the altar, drawn to it, like moths to a flame.
As a child, it never occurred to me how important this altar was to you.
Where would a fabled witch be without her various accoutrements? Just as your swords are an extension of your power, so too are my altar, the cauldron, and the library.
And now that the altar has been restored?
It's time we start using them to our advantage. Come by the library tomorrow night, and we'll conjure something together. Oh, and thank you again for the help, dear.
Okay. It wants me to open a chest, so I'm gonna have to try and find a purple chest. Which means exploring towards the standing stones and the next blood gate. Oh. Ah. Okay, so I need to get to the other side of the abbey. Come on, there we go. Yeah, and then we're gonna head this way, I do believe. And instead of going up, we're gonna go right there. Was not close enough.
The goddess must be busy.
There we go.
Blessings of the goddess.
Come on. Come on. Oh man, I hate not having a jump button. Turn. Grab the faded journal. Doop 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 doop. Ah, yep. You can't do that, so this is a dead end. There we go. Now, is this chest going to count for that mission? Yes, it did count. All right.
Caretaker hardly spoke of him, but I like to imagine my father was a great hero whose spirit protected these woods.
Yeah, I think the only thing we're really told about the hunter's father is he got sick.
What is this?
Okay.
Curious.
No, thank you.
I was always drawn to this place as a child, but somehow I had almost forgotten about it.
Okay. I'm actually gonna have to leave it here, guys. We are at 1 hour and 16 for this recording. I've been Shadesville. This has been Marvel's Midnight Suns. Hope you all have a good one.